It always comes on too fast. It always comes on before I'm ready. Okay, I'm situated now. Oh, hello everybody. I love these. Okay, give everyone a couple of minutes to come on, but for those of you who are watching the recording, I want to get started right away. So I'll go over the reminders first, now, and then at the end. So this way at the end, if you want to jump off because you've already heard them, you can do that. Hello to anyone who's new on here. I just want to let you know that this is the Live at 5. I'm Janine Troutman, and every week I jump on here at the same time, breaking down all the information that you need to heal yourself from MS, because it is possible. Many people are doing it, and I did it. I went from paralyzed in both my arms and my legs, with a whole host of other symptoms, to now you can't even tell that I'm sick, that I was ever sick. So this is what I do, Live at 5, Janine Troutman. Thank you for joining us. And if you are jumping on, just say hello. Hello, Rhonda. Thank you so much. It's so nice to see all your names. I love talking to you face to face. But the Live at 5s are going to have to do for now until we have our next Q&A session, because we did a Facebook room and I absolutely loved it. So a couple of reminders. Okay, so today's Wednesday, tomorrow, Thursday at 1 o'clock Eastern time, I'm opening up the group coaching live cooking demonstration. So in my weekly group coaching, we have 2 calls every week, a Tuesday and a Thursday. The Thursday is the cooking demo. Either I do it or Jen Marks does it. I couldn't commit to doing it every week. So tomorrow she's doing it. And I wanted to, as a gift, as like a holiday gift to everybody, open that up because this one's a really good one. It's gluten-free stuffing and cranberry sauce. And I know going into the holidays, especially for those of you who are doing your first gluten-free holiday, there's so much to navigate. So that's why I brought on Matt Rowe, because it was very important for us to understand how we need to love ourselves and support ourselves so that we can set those boundaries with our families. And then I also want to now open this up as a gift to you so that you can jump on the Zoom and learn how to make gluten-free stuffing so you can bring it to your families. That's what I do. I'm going to my in-laws on Thanksgiving, and I bring the stuffing. This way I know it's safe and I can eat it. Bella, hello, how are you? Thanks for jumping on and saying hi. Hi, Quinn, how are you? Jen is on. Who else is on? Oh, Silvana, hello. How are you? So that's tomorrow, 1 o'clock. There is an event created. So there's a Zoom link in there, and I'm sending out an email tonight. And it's going to have a little reminder. You know, the reminders that I did with the workshop through Facebook Messenger, I'm going to do that for this too. So if you want that in the email tonight, you can hit that button and it will remind you 10 minutes before tomorrow's gluten-free Zoom. Or actually, if you haven't already been getting emails from me, then just send me your email address in like the private message and I'll add you to the list tonight. Okay, anything else that I want to info on? Oh, okay, and I did create some new affordable coaching packages, because after the workshop and talking to everybody, I realized that there are a lot of people who are at different stages of healing, and some of them are just looking for the accountability, the weekly accountability and the motivation. So there's some new coaching packages that I created that are affordable. They're not the huge $2,500 or $1,500 packages. They're actually starting at $69. So just say coaching in the comments and I will send you that information, or just go right over to mindingyoursoul.com. Okay, so we're getting right into it now. We're talking about coffee. Is coffee good for you? You know what? Every time we go and we read something about coffee, I feel like every 5 or 10 years it changes. I feel like, you know, one decade coffee is good for you and it's high in antioxidants, and another decade, no, it's terrible for you, it causes inflammation. And still today, when you look up the information on coffee, you can find something to really support your views either way. So isn't that true with everything on the internet? But I wanted to clear it up for everybody and tell you exactly all the research that I have done, all the testing that I have done on myself and on my body, everything that I have seen my clients go through. That's the information that I bring to you. It's all tested. There's nothing that I'll just give you and say, oh, I read this. No, it's all been tested. So the first thing to know about coffee is that it is the most heavily covered crop with pesticides. The coffee crop is very sensitive, so it requires a lot of pesticides to keep it healthy and to keep it thriving, right? So they cover it heavily in pesticides. So that's number one. It's filled with free radicals. We're going to get into what a free radical is in just a second, because like, okay, fine, it's filled with free radicals. How does that affect me? I'm going to tell you. So there's organic coffee, and then there's the non-organic conventional coffee. The non-organic conventional coffee is going to be covered in those pesticides, and that is going to fill your body with free radicals. Now, why is a free radical such a big deal? Well, what is a free radical? A free radical is a molecule that's missing an electron. Okay, great, still don't care. That's what I thought anyway. So why do I care if one of my molecules or a few of my molecules is missing an electron? Let me tell you why. Because all of the molecules in your body, whether you're an eyeball cell or your skin or a toenail or an organ, everything in your body, everything is made up of cells, which is made up of molecules, which all have protons and electrons, and they have to have a certain number of both. I don't remember how many. But a free radical is a molecule that is missing an electron. When a molecule is missing an electron, it becomes unstable. And the unstable fucker goes around trying to steal another electron until it gets one and becomes stable, right? So it's like, I need an electron, I need an electron. Oh my God, oh, you have one. And it steals it, right? It steals and it becomes stable, but guess what? The one it just stole it from becomes unstable. And now that guy is going around going, I just got my electron stolen. I need another one. Oh my goodness, you have one. And he goes and he steals it. And then that guy becomes unstable. So now you're thinking, okay, well, it's only one at a time. No, your body is constantly replicating its cells, constantly. That's just what your body does. That's why we're alive, because we're constantly replicating cells. Casey, how are you doing? Hi. Kayleen, I see you just got on. How are you? So when we're replicating our cells, we're also replicating the cells that are missing electrons. The molecules that make up the cells, the molecules that are missing electrons, we're replicating those. So now we're replicating free radicals. What's the problem with that? Well, a free radical, they're the ones that contribute to the inflammation. They literally rust our tissue. All of our tissue in our body, it rusts it. It causes, you've heard of oxidative stress, right? That's a fancy word for rust. Literally the rust that's on your bicycle outside when you leave it out in the rain. That's what happens inside your body. It's called oxidative stress. And that oxidative stress causes your body to rust. And then that rust causes the body to inflame. So now it's inflamed. So now cholesterol is being released. Nutrients and vitamins are being rushed here. The rest of your body isn't absorbing nutrients. It's a whole chain reaction, all because you doused your body with free radicals first thing in the morning when you woke up. That's problem number one. And I'm going to tell you exactly how to solve that problem in just a couple minutes. But I want to let you know, oh, maybe we'll get to that later. Let me keep going with the free radicals. I want to talk about, reminds me, the night crew versus the day crew. I wrote it down because I get on a tangent and then I forget where I was. Okay, so these free radicals are all throughout your body. So what can you do? Well, if you watch my workshop, you know the answer to that. So let me see if anyone knows the answer to that. How do you combat a free radical? Does anybody remember from the workshop? Hey, Suzanne, how are you? And if you do, I'm going to get started on this story, but I want you to say in the comments, how do you combat a free radical? How do you calm that guy down? Well, you have to enlist the superheroes. Does anyone remember what a superhero is? I'll tell you where to get the superheroes in a second. First, let me tell you what superheroes do. So superheroes enter your body, right? They enter your body and they go, oh my goodness, look at all these free radicals. Okay, all right, everyone just calm down. The superhero is wearing a cape, and inside that cape, outside and inside that cape, is all filled with pockets. And inside of those pockets, they're all filled with electrons, just loose electrons. So as the superhero is flying through your body going, oh my goodness, there's so many free radicals around here. It's pulling electrons from your pockets, from its pockets, and it's throwing them at the unstable molecules. And like, here. And I know you guys have heard this before, but I love doing it. So then it's like Oprah at Christmas time. You get a free radical and you get a free radical. And antioxidants, there you go, Quinn. I knew Quinn was going to get it. Casey Foods, yes. So this superhero is now flying around your body, throwing electrons at all of the unstable molecules, making them stable. And himself, the superhero himself, does not become unstable because he has pockets full. His cape is full of electrons. So he flies through your body and brings down all the insanity. So all of those crazy unstable molecules that are causing the oxidative stress that is leading to chronic disease, that is leading to chronic fatigue, that is leading to so many health issues, your body is going, oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so once that superhero has emptied out all of his pockets of free radicals, he goes, let me just fly through here since I have all these empty pockets and see what other crap I can pick up on my way out. So he flies through. He's like, ooh, you don't need that. That's not doing good for you. And he throws it in his pocket. And, ooh, that's not good either. That doesn't belong here. He throws it in his pocket. So he fills up his now empty pockets with all the crap that you don't need. And when his pockets are full and he just can't carry anymore, he flies out of your body. He exits through the poop chute and he comes out of your body. Now, and he leaves everything cleaner than when he found it. And everything is so, the inflammation is brought down. You're all cleaned up. So where do you get these superheroes? Because they're amazing, right? Well, you can get as many superheroes as you want, and you can have as many as you want every single day. And where do you get them? The produce section of your grocery store. Every fruit and vegetable, yes, that's the answer. It's as simple as that. Every fruit and vegetable is filled with antioxidants and different kinds of antioxidants. There's some that fly around really fast and zippy and get through your organs. And there are some that are like, oh, you know what? I'm going to float through the blood. I'm just going to float through the blood and pick up everything here. And then there are ones that go directly to your brain and clean up everything in your brain. Those antioxidants that you get from fruits and vegetables do amazing things for your body. And I know you're thinking right now, if you've never heard this before, Janine, that's ridiculous. That sounds really simple. That's exactly what happens, okay? I was a single mom with almost no money, with 2 little tiny kids, and I knew I had to heal myself, and I thought, my God, well, I have to eat anyway, so I'm just going to find everything that's going to heal my body and see what happens. And I kept going, and I kept finding the answers, and that's how I did it. So back to the coffee. Why do I say to drink organic versus regular? Because the regular is heavily coated with pesticides, okay? So the pesticides are what's going to get in your body and cause your cells to react, lose molecules, become unstable, and become the free radicals that your body now needs to fight first before it can go around and heal itself. Because think about it, your body is always prioritizing, right? It is always working most efficiently. It has to bring down the inflammation before it can actually start healing you. So when you're drinking the conventional coffee every day and you're dousing your entire body with all of those free radicals, your body's like, okay, all right, let's see if we can clean this up first. I know we have a lot of work to do and we have a lot of healing, but we got to get at least some of these free radicals out of here first. If you drink organic, there are significantly less free radicals that you are dousing on your body, significantly less. That's why I say if you're going to drink coffee, drink the organic kind. Don't drink the conventional kind because of all of the free radicals. It's kind of like, I sound like a broken record, I know. It's kind of like a cleaning person. If you get a cleaning person to come into your house every single day, but they can only stay for 30 minutes, how much work are they going to get done? How much of a difference are they actually going to make? Well, it depends on what you do for the rest of the day. So they come in for 30 minutes and they do their cleaning. They're like, all right, I'm going to clean out the counters, I'm going to make the beds, and maybe I'm going to sweep the floor. 30 minutes, done, right? So now when they leave, you know, unmake the beds, throw things on the floor, the counters are covered with crap by the end of the day. They come in the next day, they do the same thing. They're not really getting ahead. Now, if after that cleaning person left, you went and maintained what they did, right, and cleaned more, they're going to come in the next day and go, oh, okay, this is already pretty clean. Let me go into the bathtub. Let me go scrub the tub. Let me go into the closets. Let me go do that. And each day it would get cleaner and cleaner and cleaner. And that's exactly what happens. The less free radicals you put inside your body and you help your body, the more time your body has to heal itself. Why is that so important? Because your body needs to have the energy to make a plan B, to take the detour. Do you remember I told you when your signal leaves your brain and hits the scar, whether in your brain or on your spine, it stops. And that's where our paralysis comes in. Your body has more than one route that it can take. It can take the detour. Your body has to be healthy enough to take that detour, which is why I used to get paralyzed in my legs every single time I got sick, because my body was too tired to take that detour. Over the years, I've made my body so strong and so healthy that guess what? The detour is no longer a detour. It's now the plan A. It's now the primary route. So I can get sick. I can get the flu. I can get very pregnant. And my body is still going to take that route because now it's the primary route. It doesn't take any extra effort to create the detour. That's what we're always trying to get our body to do. We're always trying to get our body in a state where it's at peace and it can clean up and it can heal. So back to the coffee. Yes, you can absolutely drink good quality coffee. Make sure it's organic. Make sure you're not dousing it with milk and sugar. Find a really good creamer. Find a non-dairy creamer. And you know what? If you have to sweeten it, don't use the artificial sweeteners. Use regular sugar. Just use regular sugar. It doesn't feed the virus. Your body can process it. It's a simple sugar. And if you don't have to use sugar, then don't. Maple syrup in coffee, I rebelled against that for a really long time. It just didn't sound good to me. And then one day I tried it and it's freaking delicious. It is absolutely delicious. And it kind of like thickens it. It's so nice. Just try the real maple syrup in your coffee just once. It's so good. And none of that log cabin crap. That is just absolute crap. I'm talking the real maple syrup because it has all of the minerals and nutrients that aren't found. What is this piece of frizz? What is that? Oh, well. All right. We'll just leave that down. Maple syrup has all of the minerals and nutrients that aren't found in a lot of other places in any other kinds of foods. So it's really good for you, real maple syrup. Okay, so now my note, the day crew versus the night crew. All right, so you have two systems working in your body at all times. I call it the night shift and the day shift. It's the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system, okay? So basically, I remember it as the night shift and the day shift. So basically, when you wake up, the night shift is talking to your day shift, right? The night shift is going, okay, listen, guys, this is what we did last night. We were able to get this much done, and I need you to get this done today, and then we'll pick up a lot of communication going back and forth, and this happens in the first hour of you waking up. Now, coffee, as we know it, is a stimulant. So if you drink coffee in the first hour of waking up, you're stimulating that process, which normally would be okay to stimulate your body a little bit. I mean, 1 cup is fine. Don't be drinking like an entire pot of coffee like I used to do back in the day. So 1 cup of coffee is fine. You're going to stimulate it, but not in the first hour of waking up, okay? Do your lemon water, do your celery juice, and then do coffee after it's been an hour. Why? Because when you stimulate that communication process, the night shift is now screaming at the day shift. I told you that I did this. Why didn't you do this? You have to do this. Okay, fine. Why are you yelling at me? And everybody is screaming at each other, right? And they don't need to. They're unnecessarily screaming at each other because you just stimulated the hell out of them. Whereas before, they were super peaceful. They were talking to each other. You doused them with coffee, and now they're all jacked up. And now the communication isn't happening. And guess what? That makes you even more tired throughout the day than if you would have been if you just waited that hour, hydrated your body, and then drank a really good cup of organic coffee with maybe a little scoop of organic cocoa, right? And some oat milk and some real sugar or some maple syrup. You can make that cup of coffee really delicious. And it's really good for you because it's filled with those antioxidants and it doesn't have the free radicals of the pesticides. So yes, there is absolutely a way to drink coffee. Now, when I say this to people, they're like, yeah, you know, I drink like 4 cups a day. Okay, that's not good. No matter how good the coffee is for you, that is not good. You don't want to have that much stimulation in your body. And a lot of people are like, well, I can't poop unless I drink 4 cups of coffee. Also a problem. I get it. It's a quick fix. You can't live on that much stimulation. What ends up happening is your adrenal glands take over. You're like this all day long, and your body thinks that you're either you're in fight or flight, right? Your body thinks that there's a problem. It doesn't realize that you're just highly caffeinated. All it knows is it's going, oh my God, I can't handle life right now. Jesus freaking Christ. Okay, so what you want to do is have your 1 cup of coffee, and yeah, you're going to go through some withdrawal headaches, right? Everyone does. That's why they drink so much coffee. After you get past the withdrawal, and there's a way to do it, you wean yourself off. You don't do it cold turkey. But trust me, because I had to get off coffee while I was trying to get pregnant. And I weaned myself off because we went through all the infertility drugs. So I had to wean myself off of it. And I knew I was going to get pregnant at a certain time, or at least we were hoping. It didn't work the first time. It worked the second time. So what I did was I weaned off. I used the Dandy blend in the little K-cup because we have a Keurig. So I'd fill the K-cup halfway with regular coffee and then halfway with Dandy blend. And then I wouldn't even notice the difference. Little by little, I got off. And then this way I avoided the headaches. So don't do it cold turkey. It's not necessary. Slowly get down to 1 cup of coffee a day. And relax. Like, give yourself some grace. Like, if you are on the 4 cups of coffee, don't be like, oh my God, I suck, I'm never going to heal. No, this is a process. These are all baby steps, and we tackle one thing at a time, and that one thing might take us months, right? But time's going to pass anyway. So in a couple months, you're going to be like, all right, I'm off coffee, or I'm down to 1 cup, or I'm down to a half a pot, whatever your thing is. But it's different for everybody. Okay, so I want you to know there's no all or nothing in this group. Absolutely not. Everything is a baby step. And I want you to give yourself some grace, even going through this holiday season, because it's really hard to beat ourselves up. And you know what? We got enough people in our world beating ourselves up. We don't need to take it from our own self. We need to be kind to ourselves. So understand that there's always a way to heal. There's absolutely always a way to heal. There's always a way to motivate yourself, or reach out, utilize your resources. I always tell my kids, utilize your resources. But there's always a way, all right? So I never want you to feel stuck, and I never want you to feel deprived. I never want to feel deprived. I never will feel deprived. I want to make sure that I always have my, you guys know, my pizza and my ice cream. That's my thing. So, all right, let me just go through these comments before, okay, we get done here, just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Suzanne, what brand of coffee do you recommend? I drink 1 cup a day of organic Newman's Own. Newman's Own is a great brand. That's perfect. Keep drinking that. Organic is great. I get mostly everything I possibly can from Costco. It's a brown bag. I want to say Mayorga, M-A-Y, Mayorga. Yeah, I think it's Mayorga. It's the organic kind. But any organic coffee will do. Any organic coffee will do. Use a good filtered water. Use a good creamer, a non-dairy creamer. Use a good sugar, a good sweetener. Real sugar. Don't use the crap. Don't use the chemicals. This is more free radicals. This is more inflammation. And be kind to yourself. Suzanne, thank you. I look beautiful. I'm 6 months pregnant. I feel huge, actually. Thank you very much. I feel huge. My nose is always running. I'm always sniffing. Like, there's always something going on here. But I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Sometimes I struggle with whether or not to come on here because of the way I look. And I'm like, no one cares the way you look, Janine. They just want the information. Really, you just need to give the information and humble yourself. So I appreciate that very much. All right, so for anyone who wasn't here, we're done with the coffee conversation. So if you have any questions, post them in the event. I just want to, for the people who weren't here right in the beginning, there are some reminders that I want to tell you guys about because I'm really excited about tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. I'm opening up my gluten-free cooking demo to everybody Minding Your Soul for absolutely free. This is in my group coaching I do every week. We get on the group Zoom for Tuesdays and on Thursdays. Tuesdays is the regular, we're doing coaching, we're all talking, and we're all learning. Thursday is dedicated to gluten-free cooking demonstrations. So gluten-free, dairy-free, we're learning how to do the simple foods. And with the holidays coming up, thought it'd be a good idea to do a gluten-free stuffing. So this way you have something to bring to your holiday events. Gluten-free stuffing is a big one. That's the one that I always bring, so I know I have something to eat. So I'm opening that up for free. There is an event created in the group. Just go to the events. I'm going to be sending out an email tonight too. So if you are already getting emails from me, great. If you don't get emails from me, it means I don't have your email address. So just private message me with your email address and you'll get that. And in there will be a reminder. Suzanne, thank you for doing this. You're so welcome. You're absolutely welcome. I will always share this information because everybody needs to know you don't have to be sick. You don't have to have symptoms. You absolutely can heal. And I'm doing everything that I possibly can to make sure that you guys have the information, enough free information in the Minding Your Soul group if you want to go it alone, or if you want the group coaching, that's now wildly affordable. Wildly affordable. So mindingyoursoul.com, go on the group coaching page, and you'll see the new packages. I'm really quite proud of the website design that I did because I don't know how to do tech stuff and I totally did it myself. Anyway, so tomorrow, the gluten-free cooking demo, it's open to everybody. It's free. It's at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. PM me your email address. If you don't already get emails, I'll send that out tonight with a little thing where you can sign up for reminders. So about 10 minutes before the Zoom, you'll get a reminder. I think that's it. The other thing that I want to remind you about was the new packages, and I already talked about that, the new coaching packages. All right, very good. I'm completely out of breath now. So if you guys have any questions about coffee or anything else, just post it in the event. If you're watching the replay, still post your questions. Let me know that you're watching because I still get the notifications and I can respond. So thank you for joining me live. I will hopefully see you next Wednesday and hopefully see you tomorrow too on the gluten-free Zoom. All right, guys, you all have a great day. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you all and I will talk to you real soon. Bye, everyone.